schedules and this and that. I can only tell you that I am not going on my normal Friday time, and most likely will not be streaming on Fridays anymore. So that much I can tell you. When the next stream is going to be, I don't have official confirmation of that yet, so stay tuned on that. So you'll see some changes happen to the schedule over the next day or two. Nick had talked about stream, so I just want to give you guys a heads up. So do not expect me on Friday. What I'll tell you about tonight is that you will have Lotus going at 8 o'clock immediately after this. You will not have Even Flow going. So, yeah, like, we'll raid Lotus. Make sure to tune into Lotus. So much fun, Lotus's stream. Like, I really enjoy being there, and it's just a shame because, like, after, like, my stream, I'm usually eating. So, like, generally, like, I only get to catch bits of it, but always have a good time when I am on Lotus's stream, so check. Yeah, stay tuned, Caveman. I'm not 100% certain what's going on yet, but for me personally, like, I asked to not have Friday. It's just getting to be too much. So, like, the other part that I wanted to bring up to you guys too is I'm back in the office now 3 days a week, and it's feeling like the crunch of, like, the commute, not being, like, able to multitask on, like, a personal computer and a work computer throughout the day. I'm on Wednesdays, I'm leaving an hour early. Like, I got back here, immediately started diving in on everything I needed to update for, like, the reveal. There was a few other things I didn't have last night that I needed to get in, and it was just, like, I was working up until I hit, like, start streaming today. And for all I know, like, some of the stuff's probably messed up. I don't know. So, yeah. Friday's just not gonna work, unfortunately. Like, you've heard people talk about, like, family and this and that. Like, I do need to get a little bit of that back, because, like, right now it's 6 to 8. Like, I'm missing dinner. Like, I'm okay with that though. But like the Fridays, like, I need to get that little part of my life back. So let's get this race started. Cool. So stay tuned. Like, I'm not going to be going 1 day a week. I'm just not sure what my second day is just yet. So stay tuned. Goonie, if you're here, like, I know that we're doing an interview. We can still record tomorrow. I'm just not sure when it's going to air. Same thing goes for Bees. Bees, like, you're due at the end of the month. Like, we can still record that at any time. Like, I'd prefer to do it, like, within the same week, but it's probably just so it doesn't sound dated. So you're not like, oh, Campus Heroes was great, or something like that. So, yeah, stay tuned. So hopefully, I always try to lead with, like, the schedule for everyone, try to talk to what everyone's doing. But today I had to put the sign up, unfortunately. Cool, you guys have 10 seconds to get them in. J21 just got in. So, as a reminder, what we do on this stream, as, like, the little, like, side hustle of the stream, is that we have a leaderboard challenge where you can win a $25 gift card, and that's through Marbles. Once we do have the official packs for players, those giveaways are going to be done through Marbles as well, but that will be on full screen. So if we're just doing, like, the little side thing, it's just up in the top screen there. Cool Bees, I'll take a look at it during the interview, unless it's urgent, if that's okay. Cool, so how we usually start this off, let's get our Vol up there, shall we? These are Vol's final thoughts. This is a reminder to you and I on not just what we're doing to build this community, but, not just what we're doing to build this stream, but what we're doing to build the community at large. Like, a great piece of advice. I miss Vol. He stopped streaming last year around this time. Always a good time. Like, it's great that we have Fred, because, like, Fred has kind of filled the void of, like, that numbers guy, so it's really great to have Fred here. Cool. Yeah, and unfortunately, so, like, we're combining leaderboards. Top 5 on the combined leaderboard will get the gift cards. So, like, unfortunately, Dustin's out of action because he's been having computer problems, which is unfortunate. I believe that I saw, 927 could potentially be the next little carrot on the stick that gets your hopes up. So we'll see. I'm going to do things a little bit out of order tonight. I'm going to do WoW. I'm going to do Comment Gold, and then we're going to dive into the reveal. So, I mean, the reveal is going to be in like 5 minutes, okay? So it's not like I'm postponing it too much. So let me get this schedule down here. There we go. So let's dive into WoW. For those of you that don't know what WoW is 5 things that I found on the internet that interest me and made me say, wow.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Oh man, I feel like wow.
And for those of you that are new here, I apologize. I'm a little nasally. I was getting over a sickness, so I'm like 95% right now, but I cannot kick the cough. So if I do not mute my mic in time, I apologize immensely. That one stream, like I tried to mute it when I sneezed, and it didn't work at all. Like I played it back, and it was like a nuclear bomb had been dropped on the stream. So my apologies, but you know, I'm back. So WoW number 1 is, so there's a glacier that is enormous that very well could break free from its surface, and if that happens, it's going to raise sea level significantly to the point that places, low-lying places in like New Orleans or places in Florida will be impacted by this as well. So something to keep an eye on there. Maybe we're not as far away from Waterworld as we thought we were. Number 2. So this is something that I've never had to do, but I know how to do it, and I figured that I would pass it along. So remember, the overthrows that you have, just keep in mind pass. You pull the pin, you aim it, you squeeze it, and you sweep it. And I know someone's going to clip that because it sounded dirty, but I'm talking about a fire extinguisher. Number 3. I totally did this because of Jalen Hurts, but this is currently your MVP race and what Vegas lines are on who's going to get MVP. Like Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes well ahead right now, but Jalen Hurts has moved up to a tie with Mr. Justin out in LA. Patty's here. Why did I call him Mr. Justin? What is that? Like, is he like a nursery school teacher or something? Like, I don't know. Let's just roll with it. Number 4. So outside of English and Spanish, these are the next most popular language in state. I do find it funny that Pennsylvania Dutch in Pennsylvania is number 3. Like, the only place that you'll find it is in Pennsylvania. M. Childs gifted one out to Jam Cam. Thank you, M. Childs. Finally, your last WoW for the night is... So, every now and then I try to put something helpful in here, and not just like, oh, I thought this was interesting. But, like, I can post this, like, in my Discord if you want. But I'll leave it up for a little bit. So, like, we all have experiences where, like, we just feel like the weight of the world is, like, on top of our shoulders or, like, pushing into our chest and you can't breathe. So, here's some ideas for you guys if you're feeling a certain way. Just ways to kind of overcome any sort of dramas or any kind of resistance you may have in your life. Sutton gifted now to... I don't know how to say that. Zodiac? Zach. And M. Charles out to Moneyline. Thank you both. Let's get this race started. Like I said, I want to leave this up here just a little bit for you guys to read. Depending on what device you have, I realize that the font is probably unreadable. I was talking to Hogs about what he's seeing on his mobile device, and it was actually kind of shocking how pixelated it is. On my phone, I have never had any problems with not being able to read stuff that's on screen, so I thought that was interesting. Yeah, so thank you, Popsicle. Popsicle brings up a great point. So, like, I once again have a backlog of custom video clips. Why So Serious is the low-hanging fruit. His is going to be easy, so, like, I may knock that one out quick. Center, you and I need to talk, because I don't think I can do the one you said. Jay Sizzle provided what he wants, and I just need to do it. So, Why So Serious is just straight up like a clip. Jay Sizzle, I think I can spice yours up a little bit. Like, I want to run it by you first. So, stay tuned. Since I'm not going on Friday, that'll give me some time to kind of knock those out. Sutton gifted one out to Dave as well. Thank you, Sutton. Cool. Let's go into comment gold, and then we'll get this reveal going, okay? Comment Gold, sponsored by Miniature Golf Courses Everywhere, because guess what? Today is Miniature Golf Course Day. So, if you have a miniature golf course nearby that has lights, guess what? I'm done at 8. Lotus is done at 10. So, why not hit the mini golf course? So, tonight's comment comes to us from Duncan, and I thought it was hilarious. So, there's a rumor out there that Dustin maybe and he said, what shape is Dustin's space rocket? To put all of this to shame, or not to shame, to put it to rest, I'm breaking out the big guns here. So Jeff Bezos himself will respond to you.
Hey Duncan, that's a great question, but in order for me to be able to answer it, first I have to know which one you're talking about. I have so many of them.
There we go. And look, he was in space too. He was in space, like, responding. Like, he has better things to do, like search for, like, alien life forms and that. But you know what? He took the time to respond to Duncan. And that is why I'm appreciative of having Amazon's founder in our streaming group. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you kindly. So let's do a reveal. Okay?
I'm gonna dive in to the rundown. I'll be exhausted because it's like a triathlon.
Oz with 24 bits, thank you kindly. So you can see the rundown tonight is Gridiron Guardians. So what I want to do first, okay? Like, usually I like to put up a poll here and just see what you guys are looking for. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put up a poll to see what your most needed position is, okay? Sutton gifted one out to Headbuster too. Put some bells in the chat for Sutton and everyone else who gifted out subs or put bits in. Get those ring the bells in there. Greatly appreciate the support. Seriously, thank you so much. Okay, so I'm not putting in, let me replace that one. So I'm not going to put in linebackers because it seems like we're pretty good with linebackers here. I'm not going to put in quarterback because I think that we have a glut of quarterbacks right now, even though we don't have like a super mobile quarterback. So 3-minute poll, there you go. Let me know what you think. And then hopefully, and what I was told is that this wave, and I like this wave a lot, but the next wave is also going to be fire, okay? So just so you guys are aware, if you don't see someone that interests you, which I understand how you couldn't, because there's a lot of good players in this, then hey, wait till the second wave. Let's see who gets in here. Oh, actually, home team rigged. Hashtag rigged. First to third, second. Polo Prince third. Alex Wilson fourth. Niner Empire fifth. Gem Panther sixth. Yeah, and honestly, I'm not sure about the economy, so like I can't answer those questions, but I can show you everything that's available except for that. Yeah, Nakobe Dean would be great. Jordan Davis would be great. That Trayvon Walker card last year, like the first pick in the draft card, was a really good iconic elite. Like, he hung with like some of the marvels. I dug it. M. Charles gives a win out to D&D Dan. Thank you kindly. Vanity items, I don't have any information about that. I would assume no, but don't quote me on that. Just because like what I was given was very extensive. It was like 48 screenshots. I condensed them down to I think like 24 screenshots. Gem Panther, like honestly, get on here for like when we have giveaways. If your marble is on fire, then that could bode well for you when we're doing giveaways. Oh, I know the Muffin Man third. I know the Muffin Man. Yeah, so like I ended up going with O-line. Like that was the one that I ended up swapping out Lambert. I feel like I don't know. I feel like we've had a lot of tight ends. Well, actually, have we? We had Gonzalez. Who else have we had? Maybe that would have been a good one. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like, we need, like, a... I can never say his name, even though I'm an Eagles fan. The guy who does Magic, John Dorn Bose. If I said it right? I don't know. I'm terrible with names. Cool. This next one going. By the time you guys enter your marbles, the poll should be done and we can begin this dance. There we go. Mercedes Lewis. Thank you. Third said it too. I was like, why are people putting Mercedes Lewis in chat? I completely forgot what I was saying. Awesome. So halfback, fullback. That's good. Wide receiver, that's also good. Because you clearly saw, like, there's been two players that have been revealed. DL is not an area of focus, so that could be... That's one player off the deck for a lot of you guys. Cool, so let's... Outside of that, I'm not doing any tricks or anything like that tonight. Like, sometimes I'll try to make it fun at the cringing of everyone else, but we're not doing that tonight. Now I just gotta find them. For those that don't show up often, I probably have like 80 different things in here to like show at various times in the stream, and they can get lost. Okay, here you go. Here is your Gridiron Guardians. Okay, so this is 4 of them. There's 2 more that I will show as well. Okay. And I'm typing Trey in here too. Okay. Because... Hey, Jones, I'm feeling good. Like, I'm like 95%. It's just this cough I can't kick. It's like just like a dry cough. Like, it's annoying. And I don't know. I have heard from other people who had COVID that it's like a month-long thing that this random cough just keeps popping up. So, like, really great player drop, okay? For me personally, so, like, I mean, I could use any one of these cards. What I will say is I have been free to play up to this point, and I've said I could be tempted to spend, and this very well could be my temptation to spend. One, I love fullbacks, and Allstott always has a great card. Okay, so that's one. No, those are the non-foiled. You'll see, like, in the future ones, like, the foils are 149. But you'll see in the, like, this is, I have so many other things to show you guys on here, so fear not. So, 1, we have Allstott. 2, I love Randy Moss cards, too. Okay? So, like, I wouldn't be opposed to adding a Randy Moss to my lineup. Jimmy Ward, not necessarily tempted by that. Like, every year I hold out hope that there's going to be a Brian Dawkins in Most Feared. So, like, that could accomplish any need that I may have at safety. But I started streaming, like March of last year. I complained most out of Fletcher Cox last year. So, like, now we have him. And we had 3 Eagles DTs last year. We had Hargrove, we had out-of-position Kelsey, and we had Jordan Davis. So, like, I think in principle, I want him as well. So that I'll show you, Goonie. I have the foils to show. Fear not. Okay. Even if he was on there, I would totally do it. I don't know if I told you guys though. So like, I was actually like, a couple people rejected me because it didn't align with like their messaging on Cameo, and Brian Dawkins was one of them, and that really hurt my heart because he's my favorite player of all time. So that was unfortunate, but life goes on. Life goes on. Cool. So here you go. Moss right there, but wait a second. That's weird. Why does it say 133 there? Oh, I know why. Are there different... So, this is interesting. Let's just go through this, okay? And then we can go back to the overalls, okay? So there's your Moss. So like all the trades are like what you would expect. It hasn't changed from any other promo. But when you look here, so here's Moss's stats for being foiled. His overall is 149, okay? Over here, we have 133 as his base. Foiled 149. So now I'm curious, once we get past All-Stot, what the other ones are looking. Oh yeah, that's a good point. That's leveled. Oh, so actually, if we look there, hold on. Thank you. That was with the leveling. So we're saying 133 foiled, 124 base. My apologies. My apologies. Thank you, third. See, this is why I keep third around. He's like the phone a friend that I never knew I needed. Still don't know if I need, but he's here, and I appreciate him every single day. Okay, so let's go back to Moss stats, okay? So there you go. A lot of people probably wonder if he has good run blocking. There's the run blocking. In this day and age, I don't know if that's good or not. I really don't. But you can check it out and compare it to like whoever, like Michael Thomas or anyone else that you've seen. Cool. All-Stot now. Same deal. Okay, so he's 124 base. Okay, so there we go. Any confusion? My apologies. Yeah, my apologies. Yeah. 124 base. And then we have the foils at 133. Cool. So, yep. Here is All-Stot stats. My apologies. Wasn't thinking about the leveling when I looked at Final Form there. Thank you, Jay. Spoiler alert, I am glad that I did not see Sixth Sense with you. Like, oh my god, he was dead the whole time. But yes, you can clearly see it. You can clearly see it there. I don't have 124 stats, Chapo. I only have the foil. Like, these here are the only ones, screenshots that I got. So there's Fletcher Cox. Fletcher Cox's stats. I mean, decent speed for a defensive tackle. Jimmy Ward here. Yeah, I mean, I hear you, Popsicle. Like, I think that I went into this season with, like, anyone I foil, I'll start leveling. Well, guess what? I only have one foil. Well, and the thing that we don't know, Jiggly, is how the economy will work. Like, in a perfect world, it would be nice to get two, like, choice iconics. Like, in a perfect world, I think that that's reasonable. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But there's other stuff in here that you need to see as well, okay? So fear not, okay? Now, as Jay so kindly said, yes, Jake Bailey's there. Someone somewhere needs a punter. I didn't even put his stats in because I don't think that people care. And then, yes, Higbee's the last one, okay? So the important part for you guys that you want to check out is this. So, yes, this is like final form, but you can gauge it. Like, let's say you have Tony Gonzalez. Click on the final form of Tony Gonzalez. See what that comes out to. You can kind of gauge. Now, and Higbee's always been, like, you see that his archetype is possession tight end. That's how he's always been. So, like, he's, like, a good, like, flex, but probably not, if you're running, like, running back circles and other plays where you need separation, Tyler Higbee's probably not your guy. Cool. And you can see the rest here. You have your rares and uncommons here then as well. No. I know that you'll probably get these on Discord as well because you probably can't read it, but they're there for your disposal. Now, some of the other things I want to point out to you, okay? Here's the next thing that we need to talk about. This. You're going to click on Gridiron Guardians. This is what you're going to see, okay? The tokens thing, like, I wouldn't necessarily, like, I'd be more focused on the plus than just what they're showing you there. So I think that there's more in there than just 350. I'm not sure where the 350 comes from. But in any event here, okay? So you can click on any one of these. So you don't have to go through the easy, medium tracks. You can start on the hard track right away and do the 3,000, what have you. I don't know if there are first wins involved in this or not, but focus on the hard part first. Like, look to see what the first wins are and then make a decision based off of what getting out of the first wins, whether it's worth it or not. Because I would assume that most people that are here are hitting 3,000. The other thing you need to keep in mind too, with like these overall gates, okay? Yeah, I know, Popsicle, I know. I've gone on the record as saying that I do not like overall gates in promos. I have no problem with them in Journey, but in promos, it's a concern. But a lot of you who are in the same boat as me have your boosts right now because you're conserving your resources to make one final run at Chubb. So keep that into take that as you're going through this. So you're going to get overall gated, but in all likelihood, by the end of the month, probably around the 30th, maybe October 1st, if the field pass ends on Oh, those are dynamic rewards. Thank you, Fred. That's where... Got it. Perfect. Thank you. I appreciate you bringing that up. I'll talk about the dynamic rewards in a second. But for the overall gates, keep in mind a lot of you will be getting an influx 250 overall, 300 overall if you're doing this method right now of just saving your coins and your weights. So yeah, so you can start with any one. I got clarity because I wasn't sure like if this was just like an appearance thing or if this was something different, and it is something different. So start there tomorrow and then weigh the pros and cons of the easy and medium routes then too. And if you're someone that's going for trophies, like I know that there's some lower overall people, they're just trying to build their teams using trophies. That's okay too. Like if you're a low overall, then hey, focus on that. So in any event, that's what you're looking for. Next up, here's the easy path. Give me 1 second here. Oh. In any event here, here's your easy path. So not a lot going on here, but go to medium path, you get a little bit more. Go to the hard path. Look at this. You get a lot more. So like we only know the first gate, okay? Like this isn't like a test account or anything like that. Like I have a granted account, I don't have a test account, so like I can't fluidly go through this and show you guys. Feeling good today. Are you talking about like an ad? because the only thing that I have enabled is the pre-roll ad. So if there's like a different ad, like I thought I had the banner ads turned off, but let me know. My goal is not to monetize any kind of advertising, but Twitch makes you do the pre-roll. So if there's something more than that, then let me know. Cool. You got 60 seconds getting in. Well, here's the fun part. Don't know, Smitty. It was not on any of the screenshots that I have. Thanks, Fins. So you have dynamic rewards here, okay? Did I put the same one in twice? I did put the same one in twice. Hold on. I can add the other one quick. There it is. There we go. It's better. Cool. So these reset daily. Okay, and this is what that 350 plus meant. Then thank you again for clarifying that. Well, yeah, that's how my setup is. Feeling good. So you can get uncommon players. You can get some additional tokens here then as well. It's not just 3. You also have these then as well. Cool. And then we go on to, so for you spenders out there then, okay, we have some store offers for you. There's one decent one here, okay? So we have the same ones you would expect, okay? The $24.99 ones that we had last promo. Check out that $2.99 one. So you have a chance at an iconic for $2.99. You're gonna want to, like, when this pops up tomorrow, you're gonna want to click on that information bar there and see what the odds are of that iconic. If it's there, if they state the odds, I would be interested to see, like, if it's 5%. I think that's worth $2.99. That's just my opinion. But the other nice thing though is this. You also have an MC pack, relatively cheap, that can also give you a chance of an iconic player. So that's pretty cool. So, like, you're still getting something of worth out of it for 300 MC. Like, you're still getting 2 uncommon players, but there's a chance of an iconic. So, like, definitely check the information button. And then your last one here is the 5,000 and 10,000, which look relatively unchanged. Cool. So, do you guys have any questions that I may be able to answer? And Fred's in here too, so, like, if Fred is privy to something that I may not be, maybe he can chime in as well. And thank you, Fred, for being here. How long the promo lasts? Well, let's go back to that first one and find out. See if it's on there. There you go. Events end on October 7th at 10:30 a.m. Fred, how dare you? How dare you, Fred? Yeah, I can show you the fullback stats again. I'm able to.
All right. That's over. That's finally over. That's the reveal for Gridiron Guardians. Last about 34 minutes till we finally got to the end of that reveal, so we're finally getting into the game here. It has a few different elements, but, you know, relatively similar, but you have some elements in the promo that are different. There's the daily achievements. There's going to be basically no overall gates. So that's kind of what we know so far about that. And we'll dive more into that tomorrow, probably with a video or two. But yeah, tonight we're going to probably finish up what we have for kickoff. I do just want to use a little bit of stamina and then save the rest of it, like, let it cap out, and then the rest go into the next promo for the next day. So I'll probably wait to watch my ad till I get back to 250. But I could do this trade right here. Let's kind of get some tokens, or let's just do it right now. Why not? Save these uncommons for like season 2 to build the players and stuff. But yeah, that was the reveal. Now for masters, I want to go for. There was a tight end. I could use that tight end. Like, I don't have many players that are going to be. I don't have many Madden Mole 22 players still on my team. So at this point, we're eventually going to get to the point where we're just like replacing the lower overall Madden Mole 23 players. As of right now, I still have Mike Evans. I did have Justin Jefferson, but as you guys see, Mike Evans overall is a slightly higher. And once he's boosted his stats, I'm going to keep him in for now. I still have Mahomes and I still have Kyle Pitts. And on defense, I still have Adrian Phillips, Mean Joe Green, and Stokes. I really wanted to get rid of this Mean Joe Green during kickoff, but I didn't pull the DeForest Buckner. So that's going to be, a big position I want to like replace right there. And special teams, I don't care too much, but I pulled that kick returner and that punter from random packs throughout these past few weeks. So yeah, that's pretty much the team right now. As for what else we can do here, there's not much else. I could do a few Madden-based things. Yeah, not much right now. Kind of just a promo coming out tomorrow. I could play some Arena, honestly. That would make a lot of sense to do. To get some weights and stuff, because that's pretty much the only thing you can do right now. So yeah, let's go ahead and do some of this stuff. Get a pack from the store. We might as well get a pack from the store here. What are we going to do? We have to spend Madden Cash, but I'm just going to go with coins, honestly. Let's do a Pro Pack. And we get uncommon. Okay. Let's see what else. So I have to spend Madden Cash today for that daily goal. But again, I'm probably going to wait until my stamina caps out. Because one really good thing you guys probably want to do before a new promo, if you're done with the previous promo, so if you're done with Kickoff, let your stamina cap out to 250. If you haven't watched your ad yet, then you go ahead and watch your ad for 50 stamina. You'll start next promo with like 300 instead of 250. And say you didn't buy your stamina refill today for 250 Madden Cash. Do this before it gets to 10:30 a.m. Eastern, and you're going to have extra promo stamina to start out. So, realistically, if I spent the 250 Madden Cash here to get this program stamina and also watch the ad, I would start Guardians with 500 event stamina and go from there. So, I think during Kickoff, though, I started with a ton of stamina because I did this the previous day. I watched the ad. I did the promo stamina. Then when it hit 10:30, I watched the ad again, did promo stamina again, and I also had a ton of stuff from the field pass because over in S1, there's a bunch of event stamina in here. So whether you're like free to play or you have the field pass, you're going to have a good amount of event stamina in the milestones. You're going to be able to you're going to be able to use it on promos. So for example, when season 2 rolls around, it'll probably be called Field of Fear. That would be the name of it. You're probably going to want to save that event stamina for Most Feared, because Most Feared will be at the end of the month, usually like the best promo of the month. I know that's what I'm going to be doing. Save all my event stamina for Most Feared, and once again, just like your Madden Mole 22 marbles to like your legacy here, you guys will see I have a bunch of these still saved, and I'm waiting for Ultimate Freeze or something to cash in on this event stamina. So all free value throughout the game, whether you're getting it from the field pass, or you get it from the event stamina right here. There's a lot of ways to save event stamina for promos in a month. So for Kickoff, I had a good head start, and with this trade right here, I'm going to have a huge head start when it comes to certain promos in October or November, December, whenever I want to use this event stamina. It's going to be here for me to use. So that's pretty good. When S1 finishes, we will get S2, right? Yes, I believe they said it's going to be October 3rd. So when I look at the calendar here, this current season is going to end on October 3rd, I believe. If we go to S1, does it have a timer? Ends in 1 week. So it's going to be, I think, October 3rd. They usually do it, I believe, whenever the first lands on a weekday. So if the first lands on a weekday, then they would release it on that day. So it was on Thursday. But in October 1st is Saturday. So they're not going to release it on Saturday. They're going to release it on Monday, October 3rd. So that's when that's going to release. Hey, what's up, Finns? Welcome into the stream. I've only been in the game for about 5 minutes because the reveal itself was like 30 minutes long because they did a bunch of stuff prior. So finally getting into the game, but it's not like there's a ton to do right now, honestly. I'm going to hop into... let me see why this is not loading on my side. But yeah, let's hop into Arena. I'm going to go into Arena 3 so I can use my action. And I'll put a spin time in case anyone wants to spin in Arena. We can go ahead and do that. Yeah, if the Field Pass was cheaper, like most mobile games, and that would be, that would be ideal. I think the only reason they have it so up there is because they're putting in, like 8,000, 9,000 Madden cash in it. So even though it's down in terms of Madden cash from like previous years, like Madden Mobile 20 had a decent amount of Madden cash. I know you got like 3,500 up front. Same thing in Madden Mobile 21, you had like 3,500 up front. Then it was inside the Field Pass. Last year you would get like 1,000 up front, and like there was like 12,000 or 13,000 in the milestones. It was wild. And this year you get like 2,500 up front and about 6,000 in the milestones. So I think that's the reason. Like there's lots of Madden cash inside. I would say if it didn't include a ton of Madden cash in the milestones, a cheap Field Pass like $5 to $10 would make a lot of sense because then you're taking out all that premium currency. But let's go ahead and get into the spins here. Let's do 15, 39, 30. That's when we're going to go. That's about roughly a minute from now. But yeah, that's when we're going to spin Arena 3. The 3,500 to 4,250 Arena. If anyone wants to join in. But yeah. Gridiron Guardians will be out at 10:30 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. Yeah, right now they're still talking about the promo on that reveal stream. But they're just going through player stats and stuff, so nothing else with that. That's pretty much it. We'll see what it's like. The big question is the economy. Because as you guys know, you could get like what? In Headliners and Campus Heroes, like one random player. And Kickoff, if you were lucky, maybe 2 randoms, but that was with like buying event stamina every day. So the big question is, what can a free-to-play player get? Coming down to 15, 39, 30 here, then we're going to get on to the spin. Boom. So here we go. They got rid of the spinning football, which... spinning football is pretty iconic. We got hips 11, okay. A pretty big advantage here. So I would be surprised if we lost this game. But here we go, let's do it. Let's return it, why not? Bounce it to the outside, to the left. We might house this one. Are we going to get 3 kick return touchdowns? That's the question. We have a pretty huge advantage, so it would make sense. What do we got here? And yeah, he's not going to follow Patrick Mahomes. We are in for the 2-point. There we go. This should be a relatively easy, relatively quick game, if I had to say so. Shouldn't need many plays to score. Can we get some blocks on the outside again? We do. And we're probably not going to make it. Those guys are going to seal off the edge. Let's run the ball. I do run the ball a decent amount. To the outside. Chubb is down the sideline. And yeah, that was kind of weird. Okay. I don't know why I juked inside. I thought he was going to follow me all the way to the sideline. Mixon, and he's in the end zone. There we go. 15-yard touchdown. There we go. We'll go PA Waggle right here. Today I was thinking about how much I missed the auction house. Because I was thinking about, like, even with this year's game, if there was the auction house, how many different video ideas I could come up with. Like, I remember in Madden 21, I did this video idea where I opened up, like, in real life, like, sticker, like, NFL stickers or cards, whatever they were, and I built a team with the players I pulled. Stuff like that. So many cool things you could do, even with a game where the overalls are the way they are. Like, creative stuff. What's up, Hoops with Jaden? How are you doing today? Yeah, they did hurt the content creators in a way because it just took away so many things you could do. Even if there wasn't content in the game, even if it was as stale as it was, you could try to do something with the auction house, some sort of challenge. Maybe you would buy certain cards and, you know, be able to do a gameplay or something like that. The shopping sprees were wild. Now, personally, in Madden 21, I was trying to sweat the game a ton. So I might have done one shopping spree. But for the most part, I was trying to conserve coins. And if I knew the auction house was going to be gone, I probably would have done so many more shopping sprees throughout the year. But just the overall experience was, it was pretty good. I wish they would implement, like in the future here, maybe in Madden 24, they implement some sort of auction house-like feature, which is obviously not going to be just like the auction house, but if we have a way to acquire other players outside just building them in, you know, a trade or an event, you know, it would be interesting. Like, cool ideas would be like, what if they had past promo players? Like, take this year, for example. Say we get all the way to December, and they put out, like, old promo players in the store for, like, regular coins at a discount or something, right? Like, a way to buy old players in the store with, like, currency inside the game. So it's kind of like an auction house, sort of. But you're not having, like, that player-to-player interaction. Nobody can technically cheat the system like they're saying. You know, that would be cool if they brought it back for actual in-game currency. Now, last year you had like iconic coins and stuff, but you know that was all separate. You had to wait for them to kind of update stuff. So I guess what I'm proposing is kind of like last year, but more so with like actual your typical coin stuff like that. I'm sure they'd be able to do something. Will they do anything? I don't know, but so far, we've been dominating these games. I think we're 4 for 4 on drives. That first game we put up a 24. Let's see. Across the middle. We didn't get an overthrow. No overthrow. That's a good thing. Mike Evans breaks the tackle. I didn't even catch the overall on this player, or on this opponent, so I'm kind of just playing to play here. Cooper Kupp, there we go. Pulled him from the random kickoff player. And looking to get something else here. I could have passed out to the flat, but no problem. Mike Evans is open. We're 5 for 5, and not one 2-point conversion missed. I'll just fair catch this one. But yeah, the auction house was pretty clutch. I'm trying to think of ways that I can do unique team building challenges in the current game. Like, they might have a way down the line for us to select players from past promos, and I think what they're talking about, like updating the core iconic trade, that's what they're going to do. So I think once we start getting more players in there, I have a couple ideas for ways to get unique team building challenges. Now, whether that's going to be on my alt account so I don't waste stuff on my main account, we'll kind of see how that goes. But right now, the Madden Mobile 23 is in that stage where you've kind of seen some of it, but I don't think we've seen all of it. They're going to change some stuff, and I don't know how much they're actually going to change. But yeah, we're going to see. Got the Fins notification. Yeah, I think that the Gridiron Gauntlet's going to be interesting because, first of all, I think the economy is going to be a little bit better because if we look at, like Finn's title mentioned literally 10 seconds ago, at the end of that hard stage, you're getting that free epic player. So by playing through that first stage, or that the hard stage of the Gridiron Gauntlet promo, you're going to get a free epic for the promo. So if epics still make your team, that's pretty good. If you want to build some masters, that's good as well. But there's going to be an ability to build some stuff, I think. I think the economy is going to be a little bit better. Considering there's 0 overall gates. Besides, the lowest overall, or the highest overall gate is 3,000. And I think most people are above 3,000 by now. Who's your favorite Patriots player besides Brady? Current. See, there's an overthrow to a wide open receiver. So Mahomes is missing some passes. The overthrows are definitely still there, and I hope they get tuned, but I'll be getting a new QB soon. We'll see if it makes a difference. Mike Evans, though, weaving in and out of traffic all the way to the end zone. There we go. That was pretty nice. And to the outside, there we go. We have got Joe Mixon in for the 2. So I believe that's like, what, 3 24-point games in a row? I'd say that's pretty good. I think I'm going to switch over to a new arena here, because I'm starting to get like less and less weights. So let's go over to arena number 2. And I should be able to get more weights right here. At about 75 points is where the weights start to like really decrease. So let's hop into arena 2. I need a team at or below 3,500 overall. So I think it's time to start tanking the overall of my special teams first. I won't be returning kicks, and punt returns don't really matter either. Boom. Alright, so we're about 150 overall away from our overall cap. We'll go O-line because really, the O-line's going to block or it's not going to block. It's really hit or miss no matter who you have up there, I feel. And let's go right there. Okay, we could upgrade somebody here. Tariq Cohen. Okay. Let's try to get below 3,500 as best we can. Actually, I need to drop my overall. Don't know what I'm doing there. Okay, I think I have Darius Leonard. Yes, I do. Will he get me there? 1 overall away, huh? Okay, let's drop this this guy right here. Let's put this guy in. There we go. We're pretty close. Let's go ahead and do it. We finally got our team. Sometimes that's a pain, but let's hop into arena number 2 and get some more weights here. Last week I didn't play any arena. I mean, arena is boring sometimes when all you're getting is weights, but my boosts are going to expire soon, so I'll go ahead and get some weights here and try to rack some up. We pretty much kept our whole offense intact and our whole defense. So let's try to do this here. Across the middle, Mike Evans, nice grab. Yep, it's a fact indeed. Nick Chubb to the outside. Oh, I thought he was gone. But they lucky for them, they tackled him. Chubb to the outside. The Chubb is pretty good. Huge upgrade over Madden 22 Derrick Henry. He's a lot shiftier, a lot more agile. We got a short pass here. Joe Mixon with the spin move, and he's in the end zone. Ooh, what a nice spin that was. Let's take a look at that. Joe Mixon out in the flat. Boom, spin move. He is gone. That was pretty good. We'll go for 2 right here. We got right there, boom, Mike Evans. I thought he was going to stop and absolutely mess up the play, but he gets the catch. That's what, now 10 straight arena drives with 8 points scored. That's pretty good. Once again, I didn't catch the overall of my opponent here. Chubb to the outside once again. Make it 2nd and 5. B should be open, or relatively open. Juju's got the grab. I'm going to scramble here. We are going to get a block. Okay. Mahomes picks up about 15 or so yards. Can we go deep to Cup? I'm not going to risk it. We'll go Y. There's a first down. Mike Evans. 1st and 10 at the 15. One thing I also want them to implement is some sort of like tournament thing, whether it's draft, whether it's something else. Something that has different rewards that we could grind, that has a leaderboard. I bet we won't see anything like that until like after the new year, because they like to focus on the stuff during the NFL season, and then afterwards but yeah, if we score here, we've won this game. They didn't score on their first drive. Here we go. All right, drive number 3 from our own 29-yard line. I think Kupp's going to be open down the field. Yes, he is. Cooper Kupp to the end zone, maybe? He's in the end zone. There we go. We got what's the best set to use trophies on? So trophies, let's see, we got was like a pro pack, there's a rare player. So there's the 3 types of packs, a rare player and epic player. So I would say if you have a large amount of trophies and you want to talk about like Madden pack versus guaranteed epic player, I would say guaranteed epic player, because maybe earlier on in the game Madden pack was better because you can get more players in there to upgrade your team. But now if we go over to the trades and check out the trophies, I would say a guaranteed epic is a lot better, because for the same price, you're getting a chance at epics or iconics. And as we know, the packs were probably pretty nerfed because tons of people were pulling iconic players in week number 1. And as time has moved on, the Madden pack has been much more worse. And you see epic pulls a lot less frequently, even though it's like an 8% chance or something. So really all you're getting with a Madden pack is an extra chance at an iconic player, with an epic not even guaranteed. So I would say right now the safe route is the epic player. Now if you don't have 15,000 trophies, what's the best thing there? What's the best thing to go for? Honestly, the pro pack is not bad. Now the reason the pro pack is not bad is because if we go over to S1 events season 1, this is something I took advantage of a lot to build my season 1 players. But the packs down here, of course, 6 uncommons, 1 rare. This pack right here is really good for building the field pass players, and the more iconics or the more uncommons that you get throughout the game, whether it's from pro packs in the store or just overall, achievements in the game, whether it's S1 or a promo, the better, right? Because you're getting more S1 players. So trophies, you can go pro pack, or if you have 15K, the guaranteed epic player is the better value. But yeah, that's pretty much my piece right there on that. Speaking of S1, I got the foil J.C. Jackson, the foil Von Miller, and then I had the base one. A couple more arena games, and I would say that's pretty much it for the stream. We could take a look at the sneak peeks before the very end of the stream if you guys want to. Again, I took a few screenshots. I didn't take all the screenshots, but I do know there's some new aspects. We already did Arena 3. Let's go back into Arena 2 and earn some of these trophies that are here, or these weights that are available. Let's see what overall we get matched up against. Will we have more of an even game? Alright, a little bit more even. Only a 6% advantage, so I would say we could drop a drive if we don't call smart plays here. But let's go, let's do it. Alright, let's try to not drop a drive in all of our arena games. I think I'll play one more arena game after this. Evans is going to be open. There we go. Evans is playing pretty good tonight. Most of my Madden World 22 players have felt pretty nerfed, but I would say that Mike Evans has still felt pretty solid, even this late. This long past Madden World 22. The stadium is from Most Feared last year. It carried over from Madden World 22. So this was kept from Most Feared last year. I think it was obtainable. They had like a Most Feared pass. It was involved with the promo, and I think it was in the free tier or the VIP tier. I forgot which one it was in. But yeah, it was obtainable last year. What a weird play that was. I feel like if I run the play there, I'm going to get stuffed. Or run the ball. Let's scramble out and get our yards right here. I could have run for more. Here we go. Out to the flat. Joe Mixon. Nice play. Let's go F-Trail here. I haven't called F-Trail yet. It did help me out in some LVLs. The right side is wide open. Mahomes to the 2-yard line. Flip, fullback power. He got stuck on an O-lineman. Let's go halfback dive. There we go. Can we keep the streak of 8 points per drive alive? In the flat is Mixon. Throw is delivered. That's now 13 straight arena drives with 8 points scored. There we go. I don't know why I'm trying to return it with a 62 overall Madden World 22 player who actually just, wow, all the way to the 45. Okay. A 62 overall Madden World 22 uncommon. Oh boy, we're getting bull rushed, aren't we? We are getting bull rushed. Mahomes got out of it. Yeah, time to throw that away. Too much scrambling around. SC curl in. Step up. Deliver to A. Yep, he can't make that pass. I don't know why I thought that pass was a good idea. Can we get a block? I know I didn't replace my offensive tackles. And right now my tackles are selling. 4th and 6. I'm going to be bold and call a PA play here. Let's go deep. I think Cup is open. On 4th and 6. Nope. The DB caught up. We finally drop a drive. I thought he was open. He actually was open, but I don't think he had enough separation yet. I kind of rushed the throw because that defensive end was coming around the edge pretty quickly. Starting to get some game lag here. I guess that is my, that's the game telling me it's time to stop streaming eventually. It's time to take a break. Well, alright, let's get back to the gameplay here. I was like, wait a minute. Second and inches. I'm doing a PA play for whatever reason. I don't know. Can Pitts? Yep, Pitts got it. There we go. Nice play. All right, let's go. Let's go wide receiver corner once again. To the outside. Evans is wide open. Nope, that's Juju Smith-Schuster. Halfback plunge once again. Up the middle. There we go. Nice play right there. There we go. I don't know why I'm calling PA slot crosses so much. B is wide open. If he stays inside, that's good. And Cooper Kupp scores. Can we get ourselves a 16 right here? Absolutely rushed. The question is, did we win? One turnover. We're going to have to wait for that one. But let's hop into our final arena game of the stream. And then that'll do it for today's stream. Oh, this one we got a huge overall advantage. So that's good. So, Gridiron Guardians tomorrow. The main focal points I saw in the sneak peeks. You're going to have, of course, number of masters. 124 overall regular. 133 foil. There's going to be 3 separate maps to play. The highest overall gate is 3,000, so everybody should be able to play every single event in the promo with no problem. I think one of the stages gave you a logo and banner, and the final stage, the hard stage, which is only a 3,000 overall required, gives you a free epic player from the promo. So we'll definitely cover all of that in a video as well. But that was the main setup for the events. There were also achievements. I believe a daily free uncommon from the promo for doing certain achievements, and then also free tokens. And the trades seem structured the same. There's an overthrow from Mahomes. Final 2 drives right here. We'll let that one go. Another thing you guys could do, if you really want to get Nick Chubb or something from the journey in S1, and this will stand for like all the field passes, if you wanted to save your weights throughout the weeks, as Mike Evans might take this to the house, and he does, you could save your weights throughout the weeks in the month, and at the very end of the month in that final week, boost up your team with your saved up weights, and your overall could be higher for the field pass journey. So if you really want that Nick Chubb and you're close, say you're at like 3,200 overall, you're not really close to Nick Chubb, so you wouldn't have to really do that. But say you're at like 3,600 overall, unboosted, or like 3,700, and you're like 50 overall for that Nick Chubb, then it probably is worth it to try to boost your overall or boost your team to the point where you can get that Nick Chubb, because that's pretty much a free card just for going through the journey. There's not much else to it. Chubb to the outside for our final score, maybe. He spun the wrong way. If he would have just spun to the left, he possibly could have broken 2 people's ankles there. Y is going to be wide open. Can Mike Evans run him over? He does. There we go. Touchdown, Mike Evans. That's nice indeed. And boom, Joe Mixon for the 2-point conversion. Yeah, so that's pretty good right there. We've got some weights. I guess maybe I'll pull up the sneak peeks. I don't know. I'm gonna look at something here really quick. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it for that. The sneak peeks are out. I couldn't player. This right here. This right here, what I'm talking about. So there's a random, but if we look over here here, you guys will see the easy 20 plus gridiron tokens and trophies required, and some other stuff but that's pretty much it, guys. Of course, video tomorrow on Gridiron Guardians, stuff like